We
Who
talked
is
about
that?
that.
It is
You're
not
back
me.
on
I
it?
swear, it is
Who
not
is
me.
that?
You're
No,
back on it?
It is not me. Which one of you hoes is it?
Oh my gosh.
It's Luigi. You're back on it?
Girl, I mean, I know I'm a hoe, but it's not me, I swear.
It's not me.
Which one is
Kelly.
it?
Whoever smelt it, dealt it.
Kellen, why are you looking away?
Yeah.
It's not me.
Wait, you're not looking me in the eye right now. What's going on?
It's not me. It's one of them.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, sorry.
It's
I'm back
online
on
dating
it.
apps.
Dating apps, girl. Dating apps.
apps.
Oh my gosh.
Dating apps.
Okay. I think that's a hot button topic right now. Yeah.
Actually,
Appies.
do
Not
you guys feel like
appetizers.
Grindr is a dating app?
Yeah, I think so, for sure. For
Like
sure.
on paper, yes.
I
But
think
have you
so.
ever used it for like dating?
Yeah, I actually, yeah.
Actually,
I did. Yeah.
maybe.
I found someone on Grindr. Absolutely.
True.
Absolutely.
Actually, I have found somebody. But
But what is the primary goal of most people on Grindr is to
Yes, have sex.
Fornicate.
That's for sure.
coitus.
I guess.
Wait, what did you just say?
Coitus, right?
Coitus?
Yeah, that's a term for sex, or am I tripping? It is. It is.
What? Is that Latin?
I've never heard of that.
I guess,
Coitus?
bitch.
Oh
Are
my
you just trolling us?
I mean,
right now?
that's what your dad calls it. So.
What the fuck? Where have you been, honey? Like, are you in like some ancient text?
I feel
This
like
is-
it. Okay.
Coitus? Okay, we're
That's
gonna have
crazy,
to ask
girl.
the followers about that one. But whatever.
But what are we talking about today, Luigi?
So,
Yeah,
let's
I
talk
mean,
about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like big question that I constantly think about in this day and age: are dating apps toxic, or are they helpful?
They like killed romance, or have they improved it, or a little bit
Yeah.
of both? Definitely a little bit of both. Maybe more on the kill side. We're leaning,
Yeah,
Very philosophical questions, and we're gonna try to answer them today.
absolutely.
and you're Aristotle, honey.
Oh my God, buckle in. Well, I mean, I guess it's interesting thinking back to the heyday of what even online dating looked like. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? At least from what I can remember, it was kind of like, I just remember being a kid and hearing about Plenty of Fish and Match.com.
You
And
heard about Plenty of Fish in
eHarmony.
Florida, honey. You were on the fishing dock, mama.
Plenty of Fish, Match.com, and eHarmony.
Really?
No, like I've never
Plenty.
heard of that.
Wow.
Interesting.
I don't know.
eHarmony was
The
the one that
islands.
you were like, you had it put together, honey. You had a corporate job,
Oh,
right?
okay,
Because
that's
it was
very-
like the commercials were like, they looked like a bunch of Wall Street bankers, like walking down with
You're
their collared
right.
shirts. I was like, wow, if you're on eHarmony. But there was also this stigma back then, still, of like, if you're on a dating app, you're a little
Like Plenty of Fish, I
really not
figured-
working out for you.
When I was younger, I figured it was just the most disgusting person behind a computer screen.
It's the
No,
nastiest. Like,
sorry, that's just what I pictured as a kid. I didn't know any better, but that's just kind of what I pictured. I don't know.
and you were right.
And then with eHarmony, you're right. They did play like a bunch of happy, cheery people, and
Yeah.
they played this one particular song that was in like every rom-com in like the 2000s. Like,
Which was
I can't remember how it goes. Do.
suddenly, suddenly.
Just one of those
I
rom-com songs, you know, that
Yeah.
everybody would listen to.
I hear you.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy to think how far we've come, you know, since then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or when did these come around? We did a little, research.
So I believe our research told us that in 2009, Grindr was actually launched as the first true smartphone dating app where it was based on proximity to your fellow users, not drug users. Wild, because 2009 Grindr was a thing.
I know, I
Holy
didn't even
shit.
think so. I can't even remember that.
It was like 3.
oh my God.
It's crazy because I, in 2015, moving to California, had just discovered it. It was obviously not a thing in Montana.
For sure.
Was it a thing in?
I mean, I was only 2009. I was only like 13, so I definitely was not on Grindr.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely not.
Would have been illegal. We would have to cut this
I was
out.
not on Grindr.
I think, I feel like I knew of it, but I don't think I really had Grindr till like, I don't know, 2017.
Yeah,
2018.
same.
Yeah.
It's crazy too because Match.com came out in like 1995. So from 1995 to 2009,
That's
it was
wild.
only, and actually the very first one was Kiss.com, which I had never even heard of Kiss.com.
It's like so innocent. Kiss
Cute.
by the
It is
lockers
camp.
at 3:00. And now it's like, here's a pic of my hole And please come fuck it.
I
Sorry.
know.
Girl, you would send like one message per week because the slow ass internet.
Yes, yes.
The broadband signal like dialing up, the dial up, and you're like, oh, can we? Also, like, I don't think it was what's supposed to be used for, but Craigslist personals. We talked about that. We briefly mentioned it.
Craigslist I did actually use once I became 18 because I actually
To
still
buy a
actually
couch.
now that I think about it, I
buy a
wasn't even
couch.
aware of Grindr when I turned 18, but I
Yeah.
was aware of Craigslist, and there was like a M for M, man for man section.
Oh,
and
you're right.
I talked to. I mean, that's how I first started talking to people online was through
Yeah.
Craigslist. Absolutely,
That's
yeah. And funny thing
crazy.
is, Grindr was already a thing, but I had no gay culture around me. I just never heard of
Yeah.
it. Never heard of it at all.
Yeah.
Girl, I saw you at the launch party. Don't be denying it.
Oh my god!
It's like, I'm not an original investor. Hold on, let me check my stocks. We're killing it. No,
Oh my
I do
gosh.
feel like Grindr's kind of subsided. Maybe I don't know.
There's a few other apps now, so it definitely just has. It's more saturated. I feel like for a while it was like the only thing. Of
So
its
then
kind.
Tinder came in 2012, and I think that one was at least a little bit more dating oriented.
It's crazy. I always thought that Grindr was like a spoof of, not a spoof, but like a gay version of Tinder. But
Yeah.
Grindr actually came
Yeah,
out
no,
first.
Grindr came out first. That's
Wait, can we all give a round of applause for Grindr for being the trailblazer? Oh my god. Not the most toxic of all the dating apps, being the trailblazing one.
Bro,
literally.
they don't pretend to be anything they're not.
I hate how much
They
I
dragged
love
us
you.
to the trenches of romance. Like,
Oh my
romance.
gosh. But
so wait, so would you say like for the better, for the worse? That sounds like a, what's it called? Marriage ceremony.
For better,
Marriage
for
vow.
worse.
For better, for worse, in sickness and in health, have dating apps like speaking on specifically gays at first, like, gay culture. Have they improved romance? Have they like
Oh, that's tough to say. Apps versus straight dating apps. The straights, I mean, gays and straights use Tinder, and they
Yeah.
use that to kind of date.
That's
and
a good middle
It
ground.
feels like a good
Yeah.
middle ground. That one doesn't feel too toxic. And then
Yeah.
obviously there's Bumble where girls have the power to
initiate
Start the conversation.
initiate, which I mean, I feel like, girl, I wish I thought of that idea. Like,
yeah. Ugh,
amazing.
that's really nice.
Amazing.
Bumble killed it with that.
Like, hats off to Bumble. I mean, I don't know exactly how good the app is for people, but I mean,
yeah.
hats off. I think it's an
How
amazing
good are any of
idea. But I feel like Grindr is like in a league of its own.
Well,
you
also if you
know?
think about it from maybe now it's a little different, but when it first came out, it really was like the first platform that I feel like allows so many gay people to connect. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
I feel like the meaning of what it was originally was actually something very impactful for the
Yeah.
community. I feel like now, girl, I don't know what's going on out there.
Oh my gosh.
The mission is dipped a little bit.
Absolutely.
We've been gay enough.
Wait, I want to hear you guys compare, Tinder for gay men, Grindr for gay men, and then Sniffies for gay men.
Oh,
give me a little bit of a
Okay,
comparison.
so gay Tinder for gays, you're like, wow, that's like you're doing really well. You're like on a serious dating app. You're really trying to find love, which is funny because our straight counterparts, Tinder, I've heard is like technically like the trashiest one.
Really?
But for us,
Tinder?
that is like highbrow. Yes.
Well, but obviously they don't have
'Cause-
anything like we go.
they don't have Grindr, baby. The straights don't have access to
If you
anything
compare
even close.
eHarmony and Tinder, I'm sure. But if you compare Tinder and Grindr,
exactly.
Like this shit's fucking not in their wheelhouse. This is not in their wheelhouse. So I feel like Tinder would be the most, what's the word, serious dating app for the gays, I would say.
however,
That
a
makes sense,
lot
yeah.
of it is the same people. It's almost like the people that don't want to accept their Grindr level because it's the same people. It's just like
Yeah.
maybe two more sentences in between you saying, "Hey,
Wait.
let's meet up."
That actually
Yeah.
hit hard
But
because
it's true. You're just like,
I
oh.
remember like being on Grindr and seeing guys and be like, okay, and then I was like, let me just check out Tinder,
The
just
same
expecting to
motherfuckers.
see a whole new batch of men, and then I'm like, oh, this is the exact same guys that are on Grindr.
they're like,
Just in a button up instead of in a jock
Right.
strap.
They
Like,
said, I'm
yeah,
ready for a
yeah.
relationship when I'm on this side.
Yeah,
And I'm ready
exactly.
for he said, where do you want to message me?
Yeah.
Oh my
But it's
god!
true.
This hour on this site, I'm
Honey.
totally ready for a relationship, and the next hour, I'm not sure where I'll be at.
yeah.
Now, What's it like on Sniffies? How's Sniffies like?
Woof. I couldn't tell you. Sniff and scratch? What?
Okay.
It was crazy.
Okay.
Like
Do
it was
tell.
too much. I literally what I did that one time was like I saw somebody that I had met through Grinder already, and I
Oh,
was like,
God.
okay, I'm gonna go with what I know, and never went back. It was, dude, like you just see people. It's too much. I don't even know how to
Yeah.
explain
Okay.
it. Basically, and all the pictures are
And you
like
just
buttholes, wieners.
or
Like that's literally what
cocks.
it's a map of dicks.
First person to ever like post their face on Sniffies. That would be really funny to just pop up
Just
like
what
it's
they-
like a wholesome like
Sniffies
hi.
gives them like a $1,000 Visa gift card.
Yeah.
They're like, thank you so much for finally cutting through this boundary and posting your face on Sniffies. We could not be more proud of you.
It's all these dicks, and then a big picture of Luigi smiling in the middle.
yeah,
It's like real life.
I mean, that is real
I'll
life.
take it. I'll
That
take
is
it.
real life.
Okay, so on a scale of like on an intensity scale of 1 being, you know, a headshot and 10 being a whole pic, Sniffies is at a 22, correct?
Yes.
Am I right about
Correct.
that? Okay.
But I mean, I feel like they're still doing well. I still see them. I
Yeah.
see ads for them
Agreed.
all the time. So
That's true.
Agreed.
I mean, to each their own.
They're like the absolute vodka of dating apps. Like you see them constantly advertised, but you're like, damn,
Wait.
you're still here?
Yeah.
Bitch, you're still here?
There's also Scruff. Is that one more like Grinder?
True,
You're right.
That's more like bear, otter,
Oh,
dad,
that,
warrior,
oh, is that what
right?
it is? It's more like
Lions and wait, tell
Yeah.
our you guys have to describe what a bear and otter means to our audience
so-
who doesn't know.
A bear is going to be, you know, someone who's kind of larger, hairier, muscly-ish, kind of
usually.
older. And then otter is just going to be
I know
like
otter,
a
I'm always
small
a little
bear.
bit right.
Yeah, like a little
Why
small
not a
bear.
cub?
A cute
Why
little
not a
cub.
cub?
Cute little cub.
But yeah.
Otters are just like malnourished bears.
Wait,
my
otters
God.
can swim better than.
Do you guys know that like sad picture of polar bears where they're like really skinny at the North Pole because
Yeah.
they like are like
That's an
floating on an
otter.
iceberg? Is that an otter?
Totally.
No, but is that what it means? Like an otter's just like a smaller built, but still hairy.
I think so. I believe so.
But
Please let us know if
younger.
we're
Let
wrong
us
about
know.
this.
Because I
Younger.
always have like questions, and I
Yeah.
thought that I thought that I had it, but there's always a new.
So say you're a fat old gay man who's a bear. What? Not in a bad way. You're just fat and old,
I was-
and you go on those.
You go from bear to
You go
otter.
on
Yes.
Ozempic. Do you
I think that can
evolve
happen.
into an otter?
I think that can happen. I'm pretty sure.
Right?
Yeah, I believe so. Why not?
Wouldn't you?
You know,
Where else would you go? Like
Yeah.
you have to be some sort of animal. You're not
elephant,
a wolf.
an elephant.
Stupid. Lions and tigers. Maybe a
Oh my
lion. I
gosh.
don't know. We
Wait a
need to
minute.
come up with that.
What
That's a
animal
term.
are you, Kelly? In the gay world
I'm-
specific.
say flamingo. Yeah, because you're always like red and pink and stuff. So
It's the lighting. They put me in this
he's
bad lighting.
definitely a flamingo.
But you're quick on your
It's
feet.
True.
Mhm. And you live in like swamp regions, so that's perfect. I
I
love
do
it.
live in a swamp. I do live in a swamp. Yeah.
Oh my
that's
gosh.
true.
And
And I've
That's
seen
so
you on top
funny.
of a gator, which is a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
But,
It's like okay. Well, what would you guys be? That's actually a pretty good one though for me.
I don't know actually. Let's see.
I feel like Luigi would be like.
I mean, I'm very similar to my cat. If I'm gonna be honest, very similar to my cat.
Yeah, I could see that for
A
you.
little bit, little sly.
You're like a
but
panther,
sweet,
maybe.
but sweet
Yes.
and nice. I don't know.
wait, is that where you have a big ass litter box in the corner?
Exactly, it's for me. It's actually for me.
Honestly, maybe saving water. You're saving the planet.
Exactly. Thank you, Gabe. Thank you.
Wait, so every time you ask me to come over to clean your cat's litter box, I really pick it up for you. Bitch.
God.
Damn.
Oh my god.
I said, how big is this fucking cat?
This
my
is our kink friendly post Pride episode. Thank you
Yes.
everyone.
Oh my
That's all.
God.
Bye bye. Also, we got new cards.
Yes, I'm obsessed
Not
with
to,
our.
like,
We need
give
our
them a
little cue
formal-
cards just so we don't get off topic. Because us, oof, we're like a train that's not on a track. Let me tell you, baby girl.
Just a train off the rail.
A train wreck.
So going back to dating apps and the toxicity or the positives that it's done for us as a society, like what are some of the kind of negative impacts that we've seen when it comes to dating apps? I feel like, and I'll reference the amazing movie Catfish. That movie kind of was.
Isn't that a show?
Now it's a show. Yeah, it was first a documentary. Yeah, it was really great. But before that documentary came out, there wasn't really a term for like posing as someone online. And then after that happened, it was like, oh, catfishing.
That was a big breakthrough for the online terminology. Props to them.
Like,
you know,
yeah.
coining that as an actual phenomenon that would happen.
I mean, I remember like in the mid 2000s where, you know, after that documentary and the show started, it was just everyone started realizing, wait, I'm being catfished. I'm being
Yeah.
catfished. And just, you know, Instagram filters came out and just
Honey, that's
hyper
still
editing.
happening. To the boomers
For
of
sure.
America, if you're
For
out there
sure.
and you're a boomer and your media literacy skills are in the trenches, please seek help, because you are not talking to Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Like, they crop a Getty image of Tom Cruise from like a red carpet event, and they're like, "This is who I've been talking to. I just sent him $3,000 on Bitcoin." It's like, baby, I'm actually worried for the future of America in general, because it's like there's so many scams out there, but they're getting more elaborate, especially with AI.
Yeah, for
and all
sure,
this shit.
for
You can
sure.
be like, "Well, okay, Tom Cruise, send me a photo of you with 3 fingers up right now," and like AI can now produce that, so they're like, "I'm good, I'm in the clear," and then they like literally are sending these people thousands of fucking dollars, like their entire 401k and social security fund. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge issue right now. Just like people now using AI to catfish
Yeah.
people, which is just, I mean,
Next
insane.
level.
Next level.
Life would be boring without like deceitful people. Like,
That's why I'm first with y'all. Anyways,
Take the
I
mask
took off
off.
the mask. Old Man Winters from Scooby-Doo.
Kellen, can you take that red mask
I'm
off? That would be
actually-
amazing.
I did a little face mask before this, so no Botox and no wrinkles. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
No, but I feel like the other like cons of the whole dating, it's killed romance a bit, for sure.
I would agree
in
with
many
that.
aspects of like the build up, like back in the day, not like we're that familiar with it, but like it was like you went to a bar, you were at your place of work, and there's like this like flirtation happening, and you cultivate it into like a larger, you know.
There was a chase.
Yeah, there's like cat and mouse.
Absolutely, yeah.
cat and flamingo. So, girl, I feel like
you
a
just-
lot of times, like we say we crave these things, but we, in our own
Don't.
story, we never create them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it just because, yes, online, obviously the accessibility, but at the end of the day, we choose that comfort. And I feel like, you know, we're always like, oh, I want somebody to do this for me. But at the end of the day, we could create romantic situations for us and our partner. You know what I mean?
I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand.
Gabe's like, we can create a more romantic
I'm just
world.
saying, like, is it really just the online dating, or is it just people in general
Yeah.
not wanting? You know what I mean? Because it could be like an excuse.
I think-
Oh, that's just how things are right now. But it's like,
Yeah.
no, you can still meet, even if you meet somebody online, invite him on like a romantic date.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Well, I also think something that's kind of interesting with that point is that obviously throughout all of history, we've all experienced trauma, but I think at least this generation that we're living in, we're at least more aware of our traumas, and we will face them kind of up front and talk about them more. And I think sometimes with that, when we are aware of whatever traumas we've had, we tend to veer to a place where we're a little bit more comfortable, and if like, or something that happened in the past or anything like that, you know, we're just going to be like, screw this. I don't need to do this. Like, I don't
Yeah.
need to be, you know, or if you're in a relationship and you're like, you know, have certain things that happened in the past that just make you like close off. Like you think to yourself, like, no, I don't need to do this. I'm good. I don't, you know, if you can't accept it, then I'll just move on to the next one and I'll find someone else, because there's plenty of fish in the sea. There's
Yeah.
plenty of people online. All these people I can talk to.
Plenty of
So I
fish.
feel like that is, yeah,
Well,
something.
it's easier to move on from pain if you feel like, well, at least I didn't really try. I feel like if you really invest, then it is
Clock it.
a harder pill to swallow for sure.
I totally agree with that.
I feel like people are, to your point, like more transparent in general. Like I feel like I've seen pictures of a lot of straight dating apps. The straighties are putting everything out there, from like political ideology to like, what's your rising, what's your moon, where's your, like,
And, like, a
that's
list.
great. Yes, but
Like a
it's
list of what
very,
they
like,
want.
the element of mystique is no longer there.
Yep.
You're just like, you know, okay, like you know everything about someone. You probably know their FICO score. They probably should start grouping people into like.
But also, some
Like
people
everyone
might-
below 670, all the brokies in this batch, and then like, that's basically what Riot is.
to a level,
Riot
as
is
long
like,
as it's not shallow, I feel like people will maybe sometimes, oh, it's not for you, but somebody maybe will see that list
Yeah.
and be like, baby, I'm the one.
That's
check,
true.
check,
That's true,
check.
yeah.
And they
That's
don't waste
true.
time, you know, because you're being transparent.
Yeah.
Because honestly, at the end of the day, it's, you know, the most important thing. in
yeah,
life.
like the 80-20 rule.
The 80-20, you bitch.
Ooh, elaborate.
Which, no,
You want to
you,
explain it?
Gabe's good at explaining.
So the
80-20.
80-20 rule, a lot of people think when you find your perfect match, we have this idea of like, oh, they're going to basically meet every single expectation that I have. You know what I mean? We have this idea. And the reality is in the perfect relationship, it's going to be 80-20. This person's going to give you 80% basically of all your needs as like a partner.
Okay.
However,
You mean
the
at
thing-
least 80, right?
Yeah, or
You
like
have to
that's
clear.
like the math 80, but there's always going to be 20% and if that feeling of like, you know, maybe something you don't get from them that you feel like you're going to get it somewhere else. But what happens is a lot of people, you know, they cheat or they leave their partner because they focus on the
that
20
20%.
because they say on the 20 is where temptation lies.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then what happens is you go for the 20, you lose the 80.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so
got it,
it's
got
always,
it.
and I think it, you know, because nobody's perfect at the end of the day.
Exactly,
So they're, you know, relationships are difficult. And sometimes
Yeah.
it's hard to see that balance between, you know, what you actually feel like you deserve and then you should get. And then, you know, allowing your partner to make mistakes and be human.
Yeah.
And,
I think that's fair.
you know.
I think our generation is kind of very quick to, and like, listen, I'm all about having standards. I'm all about, you know, sticking up for what you want and what you believe in. But I do feel like I see a lot of people in this generation where one thing goes off, one thing that they don't like, or one thing that kind of gives them the ick. And then it's like, oh, that's it. I'm done. And it really surprises me because I'm just like, wait, you really want to end whatever chemistry that you two had just because of this one scenario?
But
Like,
how
that
do you
surprises
know?
me.
How do you know if this one thing? It could go either way. I think it's so like if this one thing is something trivial and you're overreacting, but what if it's one thing that you're like, it's one thing that I genuinely know.
Well, if
You
it's
know
a
what I
deal
mean?
breaker,
Yeah.
I totally understand that.
Also-
But just like for reference, what I'm saying, this is a true story. I had one of my girlfriends post on her Instagram close friends. You know, she's single, she's dating, a picture from this guy's Tinder profile. He was at a baseball game or something, just
Yeah.
like posing. And she literally posted the picture of him on her close friends and wrote under it, I just hate the way he's standing. Doesn't he stand so weird? I just don't like the way he's
What?
standing.
That's shallow.
But I just couldn't help but think, like, if you're having troubles dating, you
Yeah.
might want to take a second to reflect on the inside because it could
That's crazy
be
work.
you if you are going to the lengths of posting and
Yeah.
judging,
That's
you know, this
fucking
guy
crazy.
because you don't like the way he stands. And it would be one thing if, like, it was funny and there was a comical sense to it, but I knew that it was a little bit deeper than that.
At the end of the day, it's like you are going to
That's
spend your
true.
life with somebody. So I guess if it's whatever it
Yeah.
is, then it's up to you. And, you know, don't
Yeah.
force yourself if it really bothers you. But it's like,
Yeah.
don't be like shallow, obviously, like get to know the
Don't
person.
force yourself, but don't get mad if you're still single, okay?
Also, I see so many people, we all have, I feel like, the list of things that we want. And it's like, you're going to end up with the opposite. Because
Yep.
sometimes you meet somebody
Ooh,
that just
true.
shakes everything that you think that you
Yeah.
believe that you want. And they just show you, like, you know, they unlock.
They unlock
I
that
agree.
cage.
That's what I felt when I met Kevin for the first time.
Oh,
I said, this flamingo is sexy.
I escaped the zoo, and here we are.
Oh my gosh. I feel like another big issue, like especially in the gay community, but also probably prevalent in the straight community, is just the kind of, you know, body issues that we get from comparing each other to one another. I mean, especially, you know, on Grindr, it's just a whole
All the
slew,
torsos.
such, you know, beautiful bodies that you think to yourself, there's no way this person has any issues in life. But obviously
Heavenly
that's not
bodies.
true. You know what I mean? So I think that's something that we as a community could
Yeah.
definitely work on.
It's that grass is greener effect of like you see one like hot guy and then you're like, okay, you keep scrolling and then you're like, wait, but maybe this one's even and you never invest
Yeah.
in the original. And I think that's what happens where a lot of people never end up meeting up, including myself in the past.
Oh,
where
yeah.
You're just like, eh.
Yeah, the
Like,
idea
you're
that
like,
there's always
kinda like,
someone
maybe
better.
something better will come.
That's for sure.
Also, have you ever, like, I feel like being influenced sometimes, there's people, I feel like I'm pretty, like, no, because at the end of the day, it's what I'm attracted. But sometimes
Yeah.
I know there's people that find somebody very attractive, but then their friends will get in their ear because it's not their
Oh,
type.
That's
Yeah.
so
And then
so
I
true.
can see how, like,
You convince yourself
it
that
could-
you're not
or
into
it
them
convinces
anymore.
that
Yep.
girl, like, who's the one
Yeah.
dating them or you? All that matters,
Yep,
but it
yep,
does
yep.
happen.
Like
You know,
that guy that I was like, he's an ex-convict. He just got out of federal prison, and you guys would not let me meet up with him.
it's
No,
because he
remember?
murdered somebody right when he got out.
But
Like,
no,
dang.
Kellen, we were
He
very
was
worried
really
about
hot.
you.
He was really hot.
Actually, I told him it was fine. Gabe was the one that was like, "Don't do it, don't do it."
Girl, because we already had the podcast planned that we would have to find somebody else.
It's true. I almost ended up in a trunk
Oh
of a
my
car
gosh.
of a Honda Prius.
for
No,
the
but-
second time.
For this.
The first time will be talked about later.
Oh my god! And the first time was like a Kia Bug or whatever, Kia Cube or whatever.
Bitch, it was a Toyota Circle.
Did you just combine? Did you just combine
car,
a
right?
don't
Volkswagen
remember.
Bug with Kia?
I have no idea. But
Kia
regardless,
Asylum,
the first one
maybe.
was a Kia. I didn't think it could get much worse.
Like, why am I never in the fucking trunk of a Tesla? Actually, no, that would be worse. All right, we don't condone Tesla.
Girl, why are you never
I'm
even inside the
anti-Tesla.
car?
Oh my gosh.
Take public transportation, please. Ride the D.
Ride the D.
Okay.
Hey, we're not sponsored yet.
Actually, you know what? Speaking about riding the D, like how, difficult can it be as well when you are single and, you're hooking up with people and you have these moments during sex where you're kind of mistaking lust for love.
Oof.
I feel
A
like
dime a
I
dozen.
have had those moments where I think to myself, I'm like, is this the next one?
Yeah.
Is this him? And then we're done, and he literally throws a towel and says, the door's over there. And I'm like, oh, never mind. That was all in my head. I created that all in my head. I am so crazy. I'm just going to make my way out and shower away the sins of this evening. Thank you very much.
I feel like that's a overarching human experience. That's gay, straight,
everyone, yeah.
But I mean, good
poly.
sex is-
Actually, maybe the polys are the one community that are exempt from that because they're like, we all just
like
need
we
to,
know we
like,
just love
we all just
this.
need- Speaking of, are there any poly apps?
Yeah, they have Field.
Oh no!
Field is
Field.
for,
Oh, wait,
yeah,
is that the-
Field. Feeld.
No, that's actually cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
it's really cool. It's for kinks. You know what? I
That's
used
cool.
Field for a little bit, and it was actually really cool. It's the most kink friendly.
Wait, imagine being a straight guy and you're like, I have a kink to like hook up with men.
Shout out to Field because a lot of my straight girlies not a lot, a couple of my straight girlies who are a little bit more sexually liberated, they use it, they love it, and
Yeah.
I've only heard kind of positive notes on
No,
Field.
for real. And like, there's
shout out
nothing
to
wrong.
Field. We do like Field.
Especially adults consent,
Yeah.
Exactly,
safe, like
exactly.
go for it, baby. And
Just
honestly,
as-
better people would be happier and would know themselves better if they were allowed themselves spaces like that. To kind of explore what they're really
Yeah.
into.
Exactly. So back to mistaking love for lust. Gabe, have you ever had moments like that where you were kind of intimate with someone and you just had...
I mean, I definitely feel like in the moment I felt a really strong connection, and yeah, obviously in the moment maybe I was like, "Ooh, I can see this turning into something else," but I don't think really went beyond that. I feel like the next day I'm still like, I just met that guy last night.
So you kind of just let
I
it
don't-
go
Yeah.
off your shoulders.
Yeah, no,
the
I
next day.
don't think. I'm trying to think. I mean, definitely maybe situations where like a friend would benefit that we were hooking up for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know, because I did develop feelings at that time. So it wasn't really like confusing. I think I just developed and we weren't on the same page.
Do you think if you're in a committed relationship and you bring a kind of reoccurring friends with benefit, do you think there's like opportunity to...
So you mean open a relationship? Is that okay?
No, I'm saying you're already in an open relationship and you bring a reoccurring
Are you
hookup.
asking for a friend?
Or do you think no, because like if like a couple opens it up and then they kind of bring a reoccurring friends with benefits to have some fun with, do you think there's opportunity for one of the couples to kind of
Well, absolutely. You open
fall
the door,
for-
and I think you need to understand that is a possibility, and I think that's why you need to be prepared for that. Me personally, I don't. That's why I wouldn't feel comfortable at least going that route. I actually do know people that was the case, and now the I guess in a way they're probably the one person is beyond a fling dating. Like they're both. He has
Yeah.
2 boyfriends.
Oh,
But they communicate. Their communication is actually
wait, that
amazing.
sounds fun.
No,
Yeah, right. I'm like, wait, I want to do
and their
this.
original or first partner, like they are okay with it. They get along. It's pretty
Okay.
They have really good communication. So it's something that like me personally, I'm like, I don't know how you guys do it. I can't even handle one girl. But so I think it depends on the
Same.
person. Me personally, I wouldn't be okay with that. I would definitely feel like
Yeah.
I would want to feel like I am with my partner, like we're both each other's main, like the
And
one
you're
person.
intimate, like
Yeah.
with
For me,
one.
that is my definition of a
Yeah.
relationship. I first remember when I first encountered, I was like, "What?" I really didn't understand it, and I even was like questioning one of the parties. And looking back, I was being kind of judgmental because
Yeah, for sure.
the
Yeah.
questions, I was trying to really understand, but they were coming with my point of view of like, really?
Yeah,
Like,
you almost didn't
really?
believe
Is
them.
this really how it goes down? Now that I've got it, they seem.
yeah.
Wait, did you see Gabe's gavel? Because he is, judging the whole universe right now, I guess. A little judger over here.
One thing I was gonna say is this is a tale as old as time, And
As old as
like people with open relationships have been around forever. In the 80s, you just call them swingers,
Yeah, for sure. For
right?
sure.
Like our grandparents were probably doing this. And now they're just like, oh, there's ways to signify it. Their way of, instead of going online, was like the pineapple upside down on your cruise ship. Have you heard that's a
I
thing?
have heard of that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Hot take, one of my very best friends, this can be a soundbite, I don't care, has a conspiracy theory that the sandals resorts that are heavily advertised on television are marketed for swingers. Cody.
Sandals Resort.
Sandals? You've never seen the Sandals commercials? No. Oh wow. They would play ads for it. Like it's just a resort in what, like the Bahamas or something? Yeah. And you know
I don't
what?
know. The sand is really white and
They kinda-
it gives like green screen a little bit.
It
could be
is.
like,
But the commercial is always like, oh, do you have a secret? Come to Sandals and your secret is safe with us. Like it was very interesting. I never understood it, but no, I 100% believe it's a
come to
resort where
Sandals.
you bring your mistress. Like that is the resort you bring your mistress.
You
for
remember
sure.
there was a Ashley.com that was literally for cheating.
Yes.
It was literally
I do,
for
I do.
cheating. That
I
was
do.
crazy. Ashley Madison.
wait,
Yes.
really?
Yes, I remember that.
So if you ever see Ashley Madison in your husband's browser, there's like no coming back. That's
I
ground
feel
zero
like
for cheating.
They don't exist anymore, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, wait. So I did actually want to kind of go more towards the positives. What do you think some of the positives are for online dating and like modern social media dating apps?
One thing I feel like we should mention is like better safety vetting. Like,
Ooh,
you
yeah,
know how,
yeah.
especially when socials are attached.
Absolutely.
Social securities, maybe too. But like, I feel
Bank
like
account
it does
numbers,
give
right?
it does give you a little, sense of security, a little blanket of like, okay, I know this person is real. I know that they, you can kind of get a good feel, a good gauge of at least who they are, their lifestyle.
Absolutely.
With their Instagram, whatever, yada yada.
Also, if you're kind
Or
of like
OnlyFans.
traveling solo, like if you're like in Europe or South America, some kind of foreign country, obviously like right now in this day and age, it's a little bit nerve wracking to just try and meet someone at a bar and then just go home with them. Like that, I mean, is a little, crazy unless it's like a friend of a friend that you know.
Yeah.
But at least with online dating, if you're traveling, you can kind of, like you said, vet someone, look through their socials, see that they have a job, see that they're a contributing member of society. And then if you plan to meet up, you just feel a little bit more safe. And that is probably my number one, like best,
If they have
dating apps have
entrepreneur,
done for us.
if they have entrepreneur in their bio, they're unemployed. I'm just kidding. But like, honestly, what else do you think?
I think, honestly, there's some people that are they just do not enjoy going out. You know what I mean? They're not really bar, club people. They might just be shy. Also, they might live in an area that doesn't really, we don't think about it. There's people that live in like remote places.
That's true.
So I think it gives you an access. It's true, girl. It's just me and my sheep.
We think about you, rurals.
Wait,
Bubba.
every city's not like Los Angeles?
Wait, every place
that's
isn't
a
just like LA?
joke. You guys are kidding.
Wait,
you guys
there's
are so
LA,
dumb.
New York.
There's LA,
What's
New
the
York,
thing in the
Miami, and that's it,
middle?
right?
What's-
I think Colorado. I think that's it, right?
Montana.
Montana. Shout out Montana followers.
Wait, what's a Tana? What's a Tana?
Treasure state.
Come
Look
get
at the
your
treasure
gold.
right
Come
here.
get your
Oh
gold.
my God.
Oro y plata, papi. It is. It actually is.
Damn.
Oh my
Golden.
god.
You know what that means? ¿Qué significa?
Yeah.
Oro y plata.
Gold and silver.
Period. That's our main exports. Our three main exports is gold, silver, and gays.
Okay, there we
that
go.
come to cities. So wait, also one thing, I feel like having access to meeting other people in your community when you're not in a city or you're not in a place with a lot of like gay community is kind of nice. That this provides these people with, some community. Like,
Yeah,
you meet.
absolutely.
I feel like also meeting in a common area is not. I feel like that's a good place to start where you link up and you meet. I don't know, it doesn't have to be a public library, maybe, but like somewhere where it's not a house, because it is a little spooky to, go to someone's random residence that you don't know.
No, it's scary. And
true.
if you think about it, girl, back in like even the grinder days, there were times that you go and then looking back, I'm like,
Back in the grinder days, we're still in them.
no, mama.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, maybe that's a story for another night. Anyways,
Oh, wait a minute.
no, we're cutting that out.
Is that why your car window is smashed in?
I did rent out my car to a guy that I met on Grinder, so no.
Did you really? Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, damn, Kellen,
I
you're
drive a
spicy.
sedan.
You rented it out for that.
How the fuck would someone live in my car?
Wait, you're like the Uber of Grindr.
We love to hybridize things. We love to combine things.
What do you call that? What's the term for that? Where you like cross
Contaminate?
No, it's called a Venn diagram. What are you guys talking about? Jesus. Bunch of idiots I'm dealing with.
Honestly, God
We
bless
should
you.
though. The Venn diagram of apartments.com and Grindr. we could.
That actually would be.
Right?
Yeah. I think that'd be cute. We honestly
Rent out a sex room.
what would be kind of your ideal dating social app kind of look like? One with some more of the positives that we get from social media. I mean, not social media, but from dating apps. I mean, I feel like we can't ignore the fact that there have been some true love stories, of people meeting on, these online dating apps, Tinder, Grindr, and actually having a true success story. So we definitely can't dismiss that. But what is it, do you think, that allows those people to break through the mold and actually find true love on these kind of dating, kind of, hookup style apps?
Not to be like, but I am a romantic. At the end of the day, I feel like it is just, sounds so cheesy. I think it is a great tool to, in this vast world, find the person that is for you, which you got to trust that they're going to come into your life one way or another. And it just so happened that you were able to use the tool to facilitate finding that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm hoping that you would feel like, oh, they were the one. They were always meant to be the one. It's just this is how it was revealed to me, if that makes sense. But I think it puts you, when you do that, it puts you in a space to be able to receive that. It kind of makes you open if you're taking the steps to try to meet somebody, because that's the most important thing.
The power of positive thinking. I couldn't agree more.
I actually love that. That was sweet. It's a certain, you have to believe in a certain level of destiny. It's like, I was meant to meet this person.
Yes.
I was meant to be on this app at 3 a.m.,
At 3 a.m. with my pants off.
in
Absolutely.
gutter trash style.
Yes.
And I was meant to click on them and have them over.
Looking like the Cookie Monster, ready to eat my cookie. Munch, 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 munch.
Exactly. Gonna get your hand out the cookie jar and go to bed.
Oh my gosh. But no, what would kind of your ideal kind of dating app, if you could create one, if you could create your own dating app that, had the highest success rate, what would that look like?
I feel like it would have to be pretty thorough. I would go back to a BuzzFeed quiz style type dating app. It would start very cutesy. It'd be like, here are 4 pictures of sunsets. Pick your favorite sunset. And then it would be like
a psychological
here are
one.
4 ice cream flavors. Pick your favorite ice cream flavor. And then it's like at the very end, it would be like, you should hook up with Derek down the street. Right? Not that to say that there aren't certain foundational things that you should, discard someone out of your dating pool for, but we have become kind of rigid in those things. And you might not meet and take risks on certain people, certain demographics, certain backgrounds that you would have otherwise. So we should just go back to the basics.
You know
and
what?
BuzzFeed quiz it all. BuzzFeed, get in here.
That's fucking genius. And it inspired mine. So I wanted to let you know this is thanks to you.
The creative juices.
Mine is one where you show people what snacks you have in your house.
Oh, I love that.
So then I decide if I want to go over.
That is a great binding fucking...
You know what?
It's perfect.
Honestly, I'm so sorry. Patent pending, because nobody's about to steal our idea right now. That is a stunning and beautiful idea.
And Minnesota profile, I want pictures of your cabinets, your pantries, your fridge. I like sweet, so you need to have something sweet for me over there.
I think, okay, I kind of have 2
What's yours?
ideas for, I think, would be a successful dating app. One that's maybe centered on astrology and your zodiacs, and, you put all your information in, and then they kind of try and match you with people that matches specific to that information. I think that would be kind of good. And then another idea I had is one where you kind of go through a little bit more of a thorough process of your hobbies, what you're interested in, and who you are as a person and all that kind of stuff. And then they match you with people that they're like, oh, this is, who you would technically match with. And then they have this other subcategory where they're like, wait, do you want to take a risk?
Yeah.
And it's this category of these people are kind of opposites
this.
to everything that you fit in with,
Yeah.
but do you maybe want to take a risk and see
I like this.
if you could actually connect with these people as well? So then it at least creates a little bit of this ooh, so I'm supposed to match with these people. Okay, I'll talk to them, but I'm technically
Right.
not supposed to be, in alignment with
Yeah.
these people. But you know what? Let me give them a shot because this is actually kind of fun and kind of daring and kind of, let's see where this
So
goes.
wait, so
you know?
the site tells the client what you want to do. It's not necessarily what you're gonna do.
But I
That's a
think
track.
that would be
That should be
kind
like
of-
the name of like the opposite.
Yin and
spectrum.
yang.
And just
Yin
saying
and
patent
yang.
pending, so no, you cannot steal this idea
Yeah.
either. That is our idea. So
We already coined
locked
it.
and
We already
loaded.
coined
We
it.
coined it. Sorry.
Should we all mix them all together?
Yeah.
And make one app?
Yeah. I feel like, does CoStar not have something? I feel like they would. Back to your astrology thing.
Maybe.
But-
I'm not sure.
But actually, no, I do.
I'm a Cancer. I like the pink sunset, and I
Yeah.
have honey buns in my freezer. That's the one for me.
Everyone's like, this is the stupidest fucking thing ever. I love it. No,
what were
but I
you
actually do like that idea of risk. It's, do you want this crazy Puerto Rican daddy? At the
Well, we
bo-
all
like-
know. You all know which tier of people you're gonna have better sex with. Let's be honest.
the one you
the
don't,
opposites
just
you will
for-
probably have better sex with. The ones you actually match with, they'll probably
Yeah.
take you to dinner. They'll cook you a good meal. They'll tuck you in
yeah.
bed. But the opposite one, that's
It's
the one
gonna
that's
take you to.
Girl, that's a movie. I can't remember the name of the movie, but the girl is sad because she feels like she lost it. And she was like, he's the best sex I've ever had. And she
Yeah.
said, honey, the best sex you ever had is probably in jail. You don't want to, you don't want to date him.
Amen, sister. Amen. Well, no, because that con that I was. Oh, wait. Wait. Sorry. No, I don't want to talk
Wait,
about that. Not
you were
right now.
on orangejumpsuit.com
That's
though.
for another episode.
Orange jumpsuit.
How do people in prison date?
Pen
Zach?
pal. They becoming all married and
Oh no,
shit.
within the same prison? Oh, the pen
no,
pal
but
is
it-
definitely a thing for sure.
Yeah.
But intra prison dating, like within one
I
prison.
mean, I'm sure.
I'm sure there's like a field.
I'm sure
somewhere.
you mean. But do you think there's couples out there that legit, they're like, we're happily married, we met in prison?
No,
I mean,
I don't
I'm
think there's
assuming they
anyone.
want to be like same sex.
Sorry, I'm not like laughing at this concept. I'm just like, that's funny.
I mean, I'm just legit.
Yeah, yeah. Cell block 13.
Baby. Sponsors.
Oh my gosh. So wait, what? I want to know what's kind of your final decision. What do you think? Do you think online dating apps have helped us, or do you think they've harmed us?
I'm gonna go with both. Not to be like middle ground,
fair.
Switzerland, but I would say we have to adapt to the modern
Yeah.
age and in this contemporary moment where that's pretty much what everyone's on. So it's
Yeah.
like you can seek people out that you really would have met otherwise in some other way. Like you would have either met them at the bar. You're gonna still like the end game's the same. And what's the old saying? The end justifies the means.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
when the means was you grinding, scrolling on Grinder at 3 a.m.
yes,
Cookie
it
Monster
was all
style.
meant to
What's this
lead
style?
to.
Do I want it in my wedding speech? Probably not. Depends on who's at my wedding.
Baby, if it's not Cookie Monster style, I don't want it. Actually, I realized it. That's exactly.
Shout out the Cookie Monster pajama girls in middle school. So
Munch, munch, munch.
we know
What
what's
about-
in her pantry, honey.
What about you, Gabe?
I
About,
think, for the most part, it's one of those things. It's not innately good or bad. It's always your relationship with it. So I feel
Oh, that's
like.
your relationship with it. That is
Yeah, absolutely.
hit the
So,
nail on the
like,
head.
but that can come so many factors: the way you were raised, your values, your morals. Maybe sometimes these sites could be, safety wise, could kind of bump it up a little bit, or
Bump what up?
because I do feel like one, it can be dangerous,
Yes,
even though you met
totally.
like meeting people online, with the catfish, like so maybe like security level could be a little
Okay, higher
more.
security level. I like that.
But I feel like for the most part, they seem to be a scope like there's one for everyone. So I think at the end of the day,
Yeah.
we are, even if it's on the other side, we're dealing with people, and that's kind of the it's scary out there. Like you never know really somebody's true colors. So
And the sniffies girls love their anonymity. So they love to like go and just have a body part waiting. for
yeah,
them.
yeah, and that's
Not in the Dahmer
and that's
way.
fair,
Sorry,
that-
not in the serial killer.
No, no,
but it's more just
in
like
the
a
Cookie
feral.
Monster way.
that.
Bitch,
God, we're done.
I love it.
So what would you say, Luigi? Good or bad dating apps?
Yeah, I would say
Overall.
I agree. I think piggybacking on what you were saying, that it's all about how the person treats it. Dating apps have a huge opportunity to become the most toxic thing in your life, the way you handle it, treat it, feel about it, how it makes you feel, how you react to, you know, what goes on in that online world. But I think if you are confident in yourself, know how you feel about yourself, what you want in life, and kind of have that boundary set of what you do or don't want or what you will allow into your life, I think then it can be a really, really good and beautiful tool for finding people in your life. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's
I think
really
so.
well said.
Yeah, thank
It's just
you.
a matter of utilizing it in a way that's healthy and
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. I love that.
love.
Well, I think this would be an amazing time to move on to our weekly brand new segment called Beige Confessions, where every single week we will be asking. Every single week we will be asking you, the audience, for some of your juiciest, rawest, most vulnerable, and craziest confessions you could ever possibly imagine. So this week we asked you all, give us some confessions relating to relationships, dating apps, situationships, any crazy, crazy story that you had in mind, whether they be yours or your friends. You can
Or
let
your
us
mom's.
know because
Totally
they're
anonymous.
completely
Totally
100% anonymous. We don't even know who they're from.
Yeah.
No, we
So
don't.
And we
it's-
do, believe
it's
it or
safe.
not, have some tact. So we'll still be going. Like,
More of the no or not.
well, it depends if we had some wine or not before we shot this. But everybody had your cups.
Sober.
We had green tea.
Oh my God, we're about to read the first one.
We are about to read the first one.
I'm excited.
Now introducing. It's juicy.
It's raw.
Uncensored.
And it's here for you to listen to.
It's the Beige Confessions.
Oh my gosh.
Baby, because there's nothing hotter than beige.
It's not Outback Steakhouse. It's the Beige Confessions.
It's the Beige Confessions. So, oh my gosh, wow. So I got a lot of
Oh my
confessions.
God.
Okay, I love it.
Yes,
Yes, thank you
thank
guys.
you.
Okay,
You
so
guys are
let's
so
start
sweet.
with this one. So this one's a little bit of a, oh wow, this one's a long
whole
one. So let's
saga.
do it. So, all right. So confession number 1. I downloaded a dating app earlier this year after being off for a year. It had been a few months since my last sescapade, and this pussy was on the prowl for some primal penis.
Yes, I like her.
I love
love it.
this.
Or him.
Or him. I was going to say or him.
After a drunk night out, I sent a "you up" message on the app, and the next thing you know, I'm in an Uber on the way to this man's house. I arrived to his humble abode, and immediately my brain alarms are yelling, "Catfish!" Oh my gosh. The man looked 10 years older and 30 pounds heavier than the pictures he posted on his account. Not to fear, I let him know I had just been catfished, and I am so offended. I proceeded to shame him for not having any party favors because, hello, what time is it?
Wait, they still came in. They still went to.
So I make him walk to the
love
nearest
her. I love
store
her.
that sells alcoholic beverages. Why I didn't call a car home, I don't know. I was ovulating, and it was like the worst thing that could happen. He comes back empty-handed. Womp womp. That was my angels telling me, girl, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? No, what are you doing? But I love this. We'll keep going.
I'm obsessed with her.
I'm hardened and horny, so I'm just thinking, let me bust a quick nut and dip. Thankfully, he did have a bottle of tequila and water, so I was ripping shots to save my sanity.
God.
Wow, okay. I need to know who this is.
Who is this? I have like some speculate.
Next thing you know, I let him start eating me out. 7 out of 10. Not bad, I guess.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay.
Then I'm like, what the hell? Maybe I should be a cowgirl and ride this wave. Immediate regret. First the catfish, then lack of party favors, and the icing on cake is he has a micro penis.
Ooh, that's why the tongue was hitting.
no. This wasn't my first encounter, but what the fuck? I hadn't had sex in months and my hormones were going crazy, so we ended up exploring multiple positions, but I did not leave satisfied. It's now 6 a.m. I feel so icky, and here he is telling me he will reimburse me for my Uber when he gets paid this week.
When he gets paid this week.
Listen to this. I call a Waymo home, blast my favorite artist, and think about the events that unfolded the evening prior. I fear I didn't get it out of my system. Next confession to be continued.
First of all,
First of all, what an amazing first confession.
amazing writer, baby.
Amazing. Seriously,
Baby.
I need a part. That okay. Well, first of all, I just want to say, I mean,
God bless.
okay, we've all been there. It gets late at night. We're kind of on the prowl, and you know what? our standards go down a little bit.
They
our standards
do.
our standards do go down a little. So we're here for you. I totally understand.
hilarious.
I've been there, and I've had, you know, maybe not as disappointing of a story as this one, but I have had similar. So
What?
we can relate.
We're gonna, in your follow-up, we do have to ask, did you get the reimbursement
True.
for the Uber? 'Cause
Did you get? That's
it's
the most
LA. The
important
Uber could
question.
be
Did you get the reimbursement?
very costly.
You know what? For the most part, they seemed in control. Like you were on
true.
a mission
Yeah.
and you were trying to get your
That pussy
nut,
was on the
so,
prowl.
Hey,
That kitty was in heat.
you
I
gave
love
them a
it.
chance.
Exactly.
It's crazy. Okay.
Okay, so let's see another cute little confession. So this one says, I secretly had sex in a movie theater. How did you do this?
Wait, have you guys ever done anything in the movie theater?
I've never done
Yeah.
anything. No.
You know that
no.
movie theater butter for the popcorn is used as a... Honey.
Oh my God.
No, have I? I think I've just kissed. I'm classy.
I
I'm not
mean,
like that.
this was when I was like a teenager and
classy.
still, exploring certain things. But I fingered a girl at a movie theater.
Ooh, okay.
Crazy.
It was fun.
Okay, I like that.
You pulled a
Good for
Lauren
you.
Bobber. You know that
Who
like
was that?
congresswoman who like gave a hand job at a college production of Beetlejuice?
That seems appropriate
I
to me.
Mm, That's kind of cunt.
What are you gonna do with a college production of Beetlejuice?
If it
You
was
know
high
what?
school, no.
I
But
stand by
college.
Not bad, not bad. Okay, well, movie theater sex. I mean, hey, hats off to you because I don't know how I'd be able to do it. That's some freaking
Yeah.
good shit. Okay, so here is another one. Thank you guys for sending these in.
Yes.
My craziest college grinder hookup. Back in those days, I didn't have a car and there wasn't Uber in our city, so I would usually invite guys over. This particular guy was very adamant about showing me his new place, and I ended up grabbing a cab. When I got there, I showed up to a big lobby with this sick koi pond. Seemed kind of swanky, but he was being really weird and rushing me to the elevators. By the time I got upstairs and into his place, I noticed that all the furniture was covered in sheets. It turned out the guy's uncle had just died, and I was in a fucking nursing home. To make matters worse, the old man, may he rest in peace, didn't have anything resembling lube, so I settled for olive oil, which quickly burst the condom and sent me running out the nursing room door. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait.
Okay.
Crazy.
I have so many questions. Like, sometimes nursing
Koi
houses
ponds are in-
or nursing homes don't necessarily look like
like
an out of
nursing-
like it could look like a normal apartment complex. So I could totally see how you got
Yeah.
gypped in that realm.
I like a koi pond. I thought was specifically reserved for like good Chinese restaurants, not nursing homes where people are fucking on Grindr.
They need the good energy. They
But
need the
it's
good
crazy how-
energy.
I do love a koi pond.
You want to leave, but you were like, damn, I already paid for the cab or Uber. So
Oh my-
give him a chance.
You do at a certain point. You're like, I've already invested. Let's just go see.
Wait, you know what I imagine? I imagine like, you know, the Total Eclipse of the Heart music video where the sheets like flowing through. I just imagine the room and all the sheets are
Yeah.
turn around,
Every night.
Wait,
eyes.
was the body there? When did the uncle die?
No, I don't think. No, the body wasn't. No, I think the uncle
The body of
It
the
says-
deceased.
had just died and they were in a nursing home. So I think that he was just taken out, but he was still, you know, they're
Yeah.
probably paying rent in the nursing home or whatever.
Okay.
I'm spooked. So was the
that
estate sale
is-
about to happen, and the other dude just wanted a quick nut, or
Maybe
what?
like he was just like, oh, like I have a roommate and like we're still paying rent in this nursing home, so let's go to the nursing home. That is absolutely
Also,
crazy.
why would you want the person to come over to you? Why
That
wouldn't
was
you, like,
really, really good. Okay,
That is
let's-
amazing.
Let's do one more and let's see how it looks. Okay. So one time my friend admitted that she hooked up with her cousin. I was really grossed out at first, but then I saw a photo of them. Honestly, I totally understood.
Well, this is your cousin. This is your first cousin.
And then your second cousins.
There's level to the.
Oh,
What?
I could kind of understand this one. I mean, if they're like, if
I wish they
they're
would have
up there-
painted a little bit more of a picture. Like, was it in Mississippi? Because that's probably like pretty standard.
Oh my gosh. Wait.
That's so fucking funny.
That is hilarious. I mean, you know, if the Richter scale is blowing off the charts,
Yeah.
then all right, girly, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
judge you. I ain't gonna judge you. Okay, no
It's a
judgment.
safe space, mama.
It's a safe space here in the beige room.
Woof. For her friend.
Oh my gosh.
You don't have to change your last name. Honestly,
Yeah. Really convenient. Really convenient.
Oh my gosh, everyone.
The kids get to spend Christmas at their
Yeah.
grandmother's house every year.
The optometrist will have just one eye to deal with instead of two because of the
Oh
birth
my
defects.
gosh.
No.
Two errors don't make a right.
No. Sweet. No, honey, that's
They
not
make a
right.
bigger fucking
That
mess.
is so not right. Oh my gosh. You guys have taught me a lot tonight, and I have a lot to think about. I have a newfound respect and
Yeah.
disgust for dating apps. So
Yeah.
I'm really happy to leave with that today.
Truly.
And
that's
the
for sure.
confessions were incredible. Like,
Yes.
honestly, so much fucking, like, I cannot
Absolutely.
wait
So,
to hear more.
Beige Confessions. You
Thank you for
can
those.
send us all of your confessions at www.beigeconfessions.com. We will probably gear them towards every episode topic, but we'll be posting on our Instagram, on our TikTok, on all of our pages. So you'll get a glimpse of that, and you'll be able to hit the link and post your favorite, juiciest, most rawest confessions you can think of.
Or just
So-
some stupid shit. It don't even
yeah,
have to
whatever
be
you
that
like.
serious,
Yeah,
bro.
whatever you
If
like.
you feel like just
So-
getting an extra juicy one off your chest, we'll be like your Catholic
Yeah,
priest, like in confession. Like just send it in.
Oh my God.
Just nothing illegal or immoral. Well, actually, that'll probably.
Wait,
happen.
can you imagine Kellen as a Catholic priest? I can't stand up right now, honestly. I'm a little bit turned on.
Oh my god,
Mama, that service would be.
that's a
Oh
be
my
hitting.
Well,
Adults only, of course.
adults only. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in on this episode.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And remember, it's not always black and white.
Sometimes it's beige.
Tune in next week, okay?
Thank you so
See you
much.
soon.
Konnichiwa.